morning, Vikings. This is Jali Azar with your morning news. Today is Wednesday, 14th, 2018. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now, here are the morning announcements.
Good morning, Vikings. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're having a wonderful morning. Happy Valentine's Day. For those of you who still went ahead and brought balloons or different things to school today, big stuffed animals and things that are distracting to instruction, congratulations on getting those presents. However, we're going to have a collection site in the front office where we're going to have those things collected. So teachers, if you have someone in your room who has something distracting, we're going to label it with their name. We're going to put it downstairs, and then they can pick it up at the end of the day to take it home. Now, boys and girls, please be patient with the front office staff because they'll be taking a lot of things. They have a lot of other jobs to do. So when you come in the afternoon to pick it up, don't be fussy. Don't be like, hey, I need my stuff right now. Make sure that you are patient and waiting for someone to be able to get that for you, okay? Remember that today we have... teachers, we have a quick short staff meeting right after school. Well, it's not right after school. It's at like 3:30. At 3:30, it's only going to last about 15 minutes. I sent an email, and we are going to just have a brief short meeting and have some information to share with you. Okay? Students, there is no tutoring this Saturday. There is tutoring next Saturday. Next Saturday's tutoring is going to have a focus on writing. So your teachers are going to start sending home letters. That if your grade is low in language arts, or if you need additional tutoring in writing, we are going to have Saturday, February 24th set aside for writing tutoring to help get us ready to take the writing portion of our FSA test. So you need to be sure that you sign up for that. Remember, transportation is available, but you have to sign up for the bus, and then everybody gets breakfast and lunch. Okay? Teachers, I hope that you remember that we are having, if you are intensive reading or intensive math, or I think regular math teachers too, you have iReady training today. Make sure if there's a substitute near you that you help take care of them. Let them know things about children with balloons, since they might not get to watch the announcements, where they can have those kids go and like that. All right, I want to give you some great news. In our first couple of weeks of having our new hero system for tardies, our tardies have dropped by over 80. In 1 week, we went down by over 80 tardies in a week. So the system is working. Boys and girls, remember that you need to be to every class on time every day. If you have a small exception, you should be at least within eyesight of the teacher, that the teacher sees you coming. But it should never be more than like 10, 15 seconds that you are running late to a class. All right? I hope everybody has a wonderful Wednesday. Remember, we're going to celebrate Valentine's Day verbally by wishing each other Valentine's Day, and also through gentle hugs if you want to do that. But there is no public display of affection here at Walker. As I'm lovingly saying, walking down the halls, there's no love at Walker. There can be love at Walker Middle School today, but just not displays of affection. So all of you who are excited about a relationship that you may have, we're not going to do that here at Walker Middle School. All right, have a wonderful day. Be safe and kind.
Good morning, Walker, and happy Valentine's Day. It's one of my favorite days of the year, and we have a lot of fun things going on. So Carolina was a part of Blind Date with a Book yesterday. So I put out this display with all these books covered. They had to take the books home, and they had to see if they liked it. So Carolina, what book did you choose?
I got Save Me a Seat by Sarah Weeks, and I believe it's Gita Varadarahan. I don't know how to say that last name.
I was telling Carolina that some schools have bought this book for their whole staff, for all of the kids, and actually all read it. It's a fantastic book. She's going to read it, finish it, and then you can come and check it out. So that's Blind Date with the Book. Every book has been checked out. So second thing, today we're going to try to do not blind date, but actually we're going to do speed dating with books. I'm going to choose 12 of my favorite books that I've read, and we're going to come in during lunch. Now, I only have 12 passes available by lunch. So the first 12 people to come to me at lunchtime to get that pass by the door will be coming. It's not just the Battle of Books, kids. It's the first 12 people. We'll get your lunch, you'll come over, and then we'll go over and do our activity. It's going to be really fun. So that's the good stuff going on. So come check out books. Something very serious I need to talk to you about, and this involves your username and passwords. I thought that we understood each other when I said your username and passwords are secure. That means only you should know your username and password. But what is happening is people are giving out their usernames and passwords, which is against the rules, the policy that you signed. So if you give out your username and password, you're in trouble. That's a tech violation. If you use somebody else's username and password that's not yours, that's a tech violation. It's very serious. You don't want people going on the computer with your username and password, because anything they do on there, anything, and remember, everything is tracked, will come right back to you. So if you need to change your password, this is how you do it. Control-Alt-Delete on the computer, and you're going to put in STUDENT-ID, student ID, username, student ID, password. Not your student ID, the numbers, but the letters STUDENT-ID, student ID username, student ID password. You can do it right there on your laptop. Come see me if you need help, and I hope everybody has a wonderful day.
The word diaspora comes from a Greek word which means to scatter or to spread about. If you think of dandelion seeds dispersed by a gust of wind, you will have the idea. The African diaspora refers specifically to the forced scattering of Africans all over the world by the slave trade, but specifically those scattered into the Americas. Over a period of 4 centuries, between 12 and 13 million Africans were enslaved and transported across the Atlantic Ocean. Some 10.5 million survived the crossing to the New World. Now, it must be said that is a very small estimate. According to many people, millions and millions more were enslaved and brought here. But African diaspora also refers to more than the forced migration of Africans to the Americas. It refers to the diverse African heritages slaves brought across the ocean and their fundamental influence on all the societies of the Western Hemisphere. Not so long ago, there were many who believed that African Americans were a people without a past. But we now know that it takes more than a horrifying transatlantic voyage chained in the filthy holds of a slave ship to erase someone's culture. We know that Yoruba shipped to Haiti, Angolans shipped to Brazil, and Fulani shipped to the United States did not lose their languages, religions, traditions, and memories entirely when they stepped onto these shores. Far from it. Encarta Africana spreads before you like a stunning patchwork quilt, the rich array of African legacies throughout the Americas, from candomblé in Brazil to Santeria in Cuba and in the United States, from samba to rumba, from black-eyed peas to gumbo, from call and response singing to jazz, from philosophies, modes of being, and family structures. Encarta Africana is your gateway to the African heritages of the Americas.
Have a wonderful day, be safe and kind, and have a happy Valentine's Day, Walker.